Go, high five! What a good choice there, CAD BANE!
Welcome, Jedi. We've been expecting you. Here
Hey there, YouTube, what's up? It's Mr. Stan coming back at you again. Now, we're going to be doing something a bit different this time around because normally you all see usually the shopping video first and then the figure review. However, this time I'm going to do the figure review first, simply because this is actually the first ever Star Wars figure I have ever picked up since I've been working and living here in Hong Kong. And I've heard a lot about this Star Wars Black Series, so I thought why not pick up this figure because in my opinion it looked really cool just from the box setting and inside when I just, took a brief look inside when I was at the shop, and you'll see it again hours later when I do the shopping video, which will come after this video later on, so stay tuned. However, if you are new to the channel and you're probably a Star Wars fan and you're probably wondering, hey, what's up with this? This guy doesn't do Star Wars. That's correct. I'm not actually for anything. I just like to do figure reviews of things I like. It doesn't have to be particularly Star Wars, Transformers, whatever. If it is something that looks cool to me, I'll go ahead and show everyone and review it. And that's actually how we should do things, guys. Just don't go all out and blow your tons of money to complete a set. If there's only a couple of figures you like or not, just stick with those. I mean, this is what we are doing as collectors as well. I'm not saying that it's wrong, but I'm just saying to save a couple of bucks, just get the ones you like because you know how it is. You're gonna go bankrupt before you complete the set.
I declare bankruptcy!
Or the next set after that. I mean, look around me, guys. Everything you see around here has got a bit of everything. It's not just, tightened into one single niche. But in any case. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go take a look at this unboxing up close and do, of course, a special mix-up character bash. Here we go. All right, so here we go. Right into the action. This is it, the Star Wars Black Series, Star Wars Clone Wars of CAD BANE and TODO 360. Apparently this is an exclusive figure again, which I didn't really realize until I actually browsed around the forums, because again, please, I'm sorry about that, Star Wars fans. I am not completely up to date with these figure series. I just know that when I saw it, I liked it. Get it? Why not? Similar to how I saw in the past videos, if you saw me with the Fans Expo and Hasbro in Hong Kong, there was a bunch of figures I didn't actually have in those lines, like the Marvel and the G.I. Joes, but I liked it anyway, so I wanted to get it. So this is, again, the Star Wars Black Series. Now, looking at the box, you can see here we are, all solid black, and it actually for the Asian version, or you could say the Hong Kong version, they always have these little warning stickers here in Chinese and English. It actually tells you the distributor right there. These are easy to peel up, by the way, so if you do actually order from a Hong Kong buyer, sorry. If you do order from a Hong Kong seller, you might see this sticker, or they might peel it off, but more or less, if he has this sticker, more likely it just came from Hong Kong, okay? Now, let's go ahead and do a quick comparison in the box, because for myself, I just love all these exclusive figures, and we got a box comparison with the Snake Supreme Cobra Commander. Of course, both companies are bringing it to you by Hasbro. That's correct, Hasbro. I just like now how these exclusive items are making really, really good artistic designs on their packaging, because for myself, I really do admire a good box. Put the box on my shelf for display, a nice display with the figure out or in, both at all times, just makes me feel, wow, you're getting really a lot for your money. In any case, you can see from their side comparison, that's how they look. Now, let's go ahead and switch into the unboxing here. Now, with the exclusive figures, I've noticed that when you open them up, like this, dun dun dun, they don't actually have a cover for the figure itself. They're actually open. It was similar to the Cobra Commander. If you've seen that review, or if you haven't, you can go back and take a look. The Cobra Commander exclusive also was an open figure. It didn't actually have a cover of plastic or whatnot to cover it in. So they are getting, you could say, a bit more artistic in the way that they present their exclusive items, which is great. And here you are, you can see CAD BANE right here. He's got his, wow, very nice reddish eyes, his cowboy style hat. In fact, when I first saw this figure, it really reminded me of a cowboy gunslinger type, as opposed to a Star Wars bounty hunter. When I think of bounty hunter, obviously we all think about Boba Fett or even Jango Fett, but when I saw this guy, I thought to myself, this is what Clint Eastwood would look like in the Star Wars figure. What do you think? Clint Eastwood, Would you like to make my day, he says. Okay, so in any case, and of course you can also see on the bottom it comes with his little droid sidekick TODO 360, a bit different from RTD2 for sure. However, I think it serves the same purpose in any ways. In any case, let's go ahead and we're going to take the figure out. Now, one more thing to note, when you do open this box, please be very careful because as you know, when you actually open it, it feels like it's actually sprung inside, and it's not actually. There's actually two other cardboard sleeves that actually hold it in, but if you just gently pull, you can sort of slide the sleeves out. Just don't really quick try to ram and just pull him out, otherwise you'll be ending up really breaking the box. So if you see right here, I've actually pulled part of it right there, and I can get the other side out gently from the side if I just gently pull. Again, gently pull, because it's got this spring action. Or if you like, you can go ahead and just leave it as it is. I might just leave it like that, and you can just go ahead and open the top and then pull him out, and it'll be easier later if you want to put him back inside. So if you want to do it that way, that's fine, but just remember there is actually a spring that you can see on the side when you take this box out. So if you want to keep the box in pristine condition, be very, very gentle. Now, as you can see, I've already removed the tape on the top, and this is exactly how you should do it. Whoops, sorry. I already had the little paper slip out. Of course, all the Hasbro products have this little disclaimer right there, but you're going to take a look. Make sure, again, be very careful. I would just say don't fully extend and pull the back part out, because you'll be ending up ripping the hinge that's inside this box if you want to keep it in good condition. So again, from that side, just go ahead and slowly slide it out like this. All right, so you got to slide it like this very gently. And then later, okay, you can see I've actually have it right here where the box is kind of like partitioned separate. But the part over here on the side, there's still a sleeve that's hooked in. That's what gives its like spring effect when you do pull this box open. And once you pull the box open and take it out, then of course you still see the CAD BANE, and then you see the CAD BANE, and you see his TODO 360, and of course his L3 pistols, I believe is the L3 pistols. So in the back, then you have this part where you have to take off the rubber fasteners. Now, for other people, I think most of you would probably gently maybe unfasten these. Others would probably use scissors and just cut them off all directly. It just really depends, because if you do just decide to cut them off, he can still be securely fastened inside the plastic if you choose. For a much closer look at this figure, here is CAD BANE right up close. You can see he has a very, wow, really reddish, devilish, or you could say just really determined red eyes. His grin right there, you can see, of course, there is some detailing for his teeth. I'm pretty sure they're probably all gone now after all he's been through. He's probably just been replaced with some steel teeth. And here we see around his neck area, you've got a breathing apparatus. This can be removed, by the way, in case you're wondering. If you did want to remove the breathing apparatus, you just have to pull it off just like so. As I remember in the Clone Wars, the breathing apparatus wasn't really used for him to breathe. It's pretty much for him to use as a protective agent against the Force when he goes against Jedis, or if he goes against this breathing apparatus helps him to keep his neck from going through that special Darth Vader's the choke. Yeah, that's right, the Force.
Be careful not to choke on your aspirations, Director.
Force choke? That's right. That's what it was. The Force choke. That's exactly it. And looking at the detail on this figure is just really outstanding. I can see why they really put some emphasis on their exclusives. And just look at him. He looks like this bad man Bajamba with his gunslinging type of trench coat, and he's got his bullets right there around his waist. He's got his bullet waist. I'm sure these are definitely going to be just tons and tons of ammo right there around his waist. He's got his vest. Now this trench coat, the brown trench coat, I believe can be taken off if you were to be careful. I'm not going to go ahead and do it, but it does look like it is removable. He's got a satchel over here on the side, which is also a nice little gimmick. And of course, he's also got two holsters for his pistols, and on his legs he has those rocket thrusters, which he uses to evade the Jedi or try to keep up with them and escape as needed. His arms, as you can see, he's got his arm gauntlets right there that usually house all those special weapons, such as the electric shocker, the taser, the bolos. Okay, he's also got a flamethrower. He's got all sorts of stuff functioning right there onto his gauntlets, as we saw in the Clone Wars series. But for overall, just I can say that he is very, very well detailed. Everything from his head sculpt to the back is just really beautifully done. It just actually, you know, from a distance, this really does look like a kind of leathery feel, although it is actually plastic, but it does got a very nice leathery feel. And you can see also the detailing on his leg pants right there. You got a nice shade right there with all those nice ripples. Really, really, really done job, outstanding job again by the creators and artists who have done this figure for the exclusives. And also, he comes with his trusty cowboy hat. Whoop, sorry, Toto, I just think I tipped you over. So we can see the hat. The hat is a very rubbery, you could say it's a rubbery type of plastic right there. It just pops right on. You do want to just a little bit of pressure, not too much. It will stay on. However, if you do try to flip him over, well, he's kind of stuck. He's okay. Yeah, he's stuck. And then let's go ahead and take a look real quick at TODO 360. Here's TODO 360. Okay, so he's just your basic service droid. However, of course, he is CAD Man. He's CAD Banes. He's CAD Banes 360 service droid, who pretty much helps them to do a lot of the stuff that most droids will do, right? Not just take out the garbage, I could say. But you can see, here you go. He's got some nice, you could say, paint done on his eyes, the whole shape. His head can do full rotation. It actually is on a joint, so if you did want to separate his head, you can do that. I probably will just leave it in, just like that. So if you wanted to separate the head, he is on a ball joint. And then, just pop it in gently. And then his legs, be careful because they are a very thin mold, so you don't want to do too much onto it. It doesn't actually have a double joint on the side, so he can only keep straight arms. He can't actually bend. There's no joint in between. Same thing with his legs, but it's good enough. It's good enough. He's a small droid. He serves his purpose. He can hover too as well, so we know that because we saw it from the animation. And of course, we also have the two pistols. There we go. The L3 pistols right there. Right there, just like you have on Jango Fett. I don't have Jango Fett, by the way, so I can't show you a pistol comparison, but I do think that these are accurate to how you can compare with what he looks like in the comic, as well as his drawings, and as well, of course, as the Clone Wars animation. And we can just holster them here right on the side. There we are. Holster the other one. And they'll go right over here on the other side, just like that. All right. Now, as far as his articulation goes, we can just pop his hat off real quick. His neck can swivel all the way around. All right. He can move left and right. Okay. Back and forward a little bit. Not too bad. Arm-wise, again, you have your full rotation right there. As far as him bending his elbow joint to his hand, still okay. Look, he can scratch his head. Good enough in my opinion. And let's see, it can go all the way out, like there, if you just want to give him that, like, nice free-falling sort of feel. Right there, and there we go. Okay, and let's take a look at his waist articulation now. Waist articulation, he can bend a bit. I wouldn't say it's a full bend. He has one, you can see there's one joint in the middle. There's not a second joint over here around the waist, only on the top, and he can bend back like that. And as far as his legs goes, you can see there's actually a swivel joint right here, okay? And his leg joint, I wouldn't say it can fully articulate back, if you can take a look. It can only actually go maybe pretty much 90 degrees. So there's not actually a double joint here. It's only a single one, which is still okay. He can still kneel down. He can still raise up his leg, but he's not going to basically do some sort of yoga pose if that's what you all are into. And here, as far as the foot goes, it's just a single right here. It doesn't swivel left and right pretty much. Well, it does a little bit. It does a little bit. Here's a special pose where you can see I've got an action base propped him up so he can give him the effect of escape using those nice little detailed small thrusters on his legs. And why is he actually trying to run away? Well, let's take a look. He's actually trying to run away from Megatron. That's right. War for Cybertron Megatron from the Earth Siege, strutting his ball and chain of energon. Why you want to go away so fast? Do you know why? Maybe because he took one of his weapons? That's not the right gun, is it? But wait a second. Hey, where's your hat? Where's your hat, CAD? Oh, hey, there you go. Hey, that actually doesn't look too bad there, Slick. Decisions. That's right, CAD Bane. You are a mercenary and you will go for the highest price.
CAD Bane at your service. I'll take on any job.
for the right price.
Or the best option. You know about that. Now, we have two sides. We have Cobra Commander, Iron Man, with his friend pal Rhodey from Marvel Legends, and whoa! What's going on? We've got not just Cobra Commander, but Baroness, and Destro, and a Hydra Soldier, and an AIM Soldier, and we got Shockwave, all on one side. Do you know who should Bane side with? Who should it be? I think everyone should know, right? What's gonna happen? Ho! That's right, everybody. You knew he was gonna side with Tony, didn't you? Didn't you? Simply because Tony is just too cool with all that money, all those lovely ladies, all of that tech. But most importantly, what does he have? What do the Avengers have? They have a what?
We have a Hulk.
You are right! Look at that! Oh, my! Bet you wish you were at home, didn't you, Cobra Commander? Smash! And he just took out Shockwave, stepping on him right there. There's War Machine trying to leave up the AIM Soldier and the Hydra Soldier, take out the scraps. He gets the leftovers. And then there's Destro, who's probably wishing, oh my goodness, I shouldn't have left all that money in the briefcase with the lady. Yes, you're right. You shouldn't have left the money all to her, otherwise, where's your money gonna go? Whoa! And hey, you're looking mighty comfy right there, aren't you? Jeez. Go, high five! What a good choice there, CAD Bane! Ever wondered what mercenaries or bounty hunters like this CAD Bane likes to eat? Well, here's just a little suggestion and gander. You can see right now, there's CAD Bane probably cooking some very yummy stuff in that pot with his blast effect part. Let's just go ahead and check out and see what's inside. Let's go and open up and see. Wow, what is that? That must be some sort of Mandalorian stew, huh? Doesn't that smell pretty good, CAD Bane? You cooked it all by yourself, wouldn't you agree? Hey there, everyone. Thanks for watching the review. I hope you all like it, as this has definitely been my first Star Wars figure to review in Hong Kong. Not to mention the first of its Black series. All sorts of series are coming out. I get the feeling that Hasbro and all these companies are just, wow, everyone's just launching everything roughly about the same time, so they can keep in competition and start earning more, not start, but continue to just basically deplete our pockets. In case, my thoughts on this figure are really high in the fact of the whole aesthetic look is just amazing. I definitely like CAD Bane. He looks so dirty, hairy, or you could say Lone Ranger type, this cowboy type just out there. I love the gun belt. I love the pistols. All of those things are just really nice detailing on this figure indeed. And not to mention, of course, you got the little TODO 33, so that's also a very nice little perk with it. It does definitely look stunning to compare with when you watch the Clone Wars. He does look very similar, almost realistic type. If they had the CGI version, this is definitely probably what it would be. And in all aspect, it is not really fully articulate, but still it's okay, it's good enough, it gets the job done in many cases. If you wanted to put some gripes on it, you could say that yes, maybe it'd be easier or better if you could just remove the trench coat. You could also say, why not just come out with another set of hands as opposed to just one set of trigger hands? He could have, like, you know, open palm hands or even just like fisted hands. They could have added a couple more things for sure. However, I'm already satisfied because I love the detailing on that guy. The articulation is just not as well done as some of the other action figures, especially like you could see the G.I. Joe Classified. A lot of them, like the Cobra Commander and whatnot for the exclusive, is actually quite articulate. And of course, it doesn't come anywhere close to something like a Mafex or an SHF figure arts. But for Hasbro itself, it's continuing to press the demand and the consumption for what everybody wants. I think, again, this is a very good exclusive item to pick up if you can find it for a good price. I do believe it should be out next month, and so everyone's going for the pre-order. You probably won't going to play the price I had paid, because again, here in Hong Kong, these are quite expensive. But again, this is a very nice figure. I do love the purchase, and I probably will also purchase more of the Black series, because I do find that they are quite nice, guys. You guys are right. Once you start, you just kind of find it difficult to stop, in my opinion. If you like to watch videos more like this, where you can just see all sorts of different lines all mashed up together, this is what I like to do, because my imagination just runs wild, as you see, especially since everywhere you go around Hong Kong, you see something different all the time. In any case, please give me a like if you liked the video, and if you want to see more again, subscribe to the channel, and I'm Mr. Stan. I'll see you on the next video.